Welcome back, folks, to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We had just engaged in like a random. A whole bunch of bandits showed up. I think there was like 6, 7, maybe 8. We got beat pretty bad, so we're going to camp for a little bit and then begin rest before we venture forth. Nice. Nice. And we will, we'll go on to the next spot. We're healed up. See here, the tomb. We shall enter the tomb. I'm enjoying that we're breaking even on our rations. Okay. What's that? Protection from chaos, summon monster. Tartudian, gnome, and Gonti. Purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartugio, who you know from your time in Rostov. The foul gnome stands on a small hill expressing his discontent in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Okay.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Start with the first one, Aram. I would be happy to see you amongst my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuyo, or just isn't Tartuyo arrogance long passages to... Go ahead and do this one. Because a cleric, I think they're both clerics. Maybe? I don't know.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tartuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
Sure.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Alright, we need some CC, so let's go ahead and start with some crowd control. Let's go over here. Right there. You can summon an animal. You can attack him, and then you can attack him.
I can't keep this up much longer.
There we go. So far, so good.
Serves you right.
There we go.
Tear them apart!
This won't kill me.
Ooh, we may need to heal.
Ah!
We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Let's see what we got here. We've got a heavy shield. Scale now. That's all good. Let's see what else we got. position longbow. That's pretty nice. There's another guy over here. Grab that. Another shield. Nice, nice. Let's see what this is. Let's grab all that. Let's see what he's got. He has Bless, Bane, True Strike, Charge, Channel Positive Energy, Living. I think that heals us, right?
The end draws near.
Less damage and dead. It's healed. Oh, and he levels up. It's also level up. Okay, and we are going to take... knowledge religion. That makes perfect sense. And we'll take perception as well. Both of those would be great.
Yes, I'm still here.
Channel positive energy has failed? Why has it failed?
What's your mind?
There it goes. Okay.
My search was not in vain.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Ooh, trap. Okay, you can get that. It's a trap!
Anything else?
Nice. And then anything. Gold, silver belt, inkwell, ancient flower. Okay. Let's check our inventories. Wolf looks pretty badass. Strength, power attack, and hearty meal. And special abilities, dodge, power attack. So you don't get to control the animal's class feats? I guess not. Can't even name them? Alright, well that's fine. That's fine. Let's see what we're doing here. Awesome! How sweet the first breath of fresh air. After his stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb, before us stretches an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tarkigio and his companions have gone cold. Knowledge nature. Nice. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had some time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through, but the heath's dry earth preserves the prints of our little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we follow the trail. We walk and walk until finally we came to a big gully. The dried up bed of the river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass is trampled down and the soil is turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We stumble upon fresh battlefield. And here the trail splits. One set of footprints walks away from the battle and down into the gully, and the brave footprints face down their enemies follow the path amongst its edge. Try to imagine who or what left those marks. Nice. The claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean, and more, these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of prints left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled upon Cobalt Lands. We'll go ahead and detect magic. Trail down into the gully. We carefully study the trail that leads down into the gully. Okay. There's a trail split, and one set of footprints walks away from the battlefield down into the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that little shoe prints turned into little claw footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Targuyo's band was wearing shoes and then either took them off or grew claws and then jumped into the gully to avoid battle. We stood for a while and followed the single set of footprints down into the gully. The way down was steep and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking in loose soil, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got mobility. It's got a -8. We have a 6 right here. Nice. After tugging down a root, Lizzie took a deep breath and grabbed it with both hands and began the difficult descent. Pushing with her feet against the rope and grabbing the roots with both hands, she climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and faint creaking of roots broke this deadly silence. Suddenly, just dust poured down from the top of the slope and roots began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, we shifted her weight to her legs and froze. After an intense moment, she continued her journey and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching her breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully one by one, we easily found the claw footprints again and moved forwards. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target. Our intuition proved correctly. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Be quiet. Oh crap.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Their leader speaks in a suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartugio. Dragons, glory, dragons! The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know the Mitzits under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. They are very assistant. Stop deceiving these poor reptiles, Tartugio.
Who is there? How? Here, you fools, I mean tribesmen. Don't listen to his lies. I shall bring you to glory. Just help me find the relic and stop this trickster.
Can you make an epic pose?
Oh,
I need
crap.
inspiration.
Mistakes might have been made. Let's see here. Okay. Just a few kobolds? Tartugio's trail. Oh, so they were camping. Awesome. This is why you have a druid with you. In a wild campaign, you find good stuff. Excellent. Hopefully, it did something. And was that it? I don't want to rest here. Kind of dangerous to keep pushing forward. we are hot on his trail, so... Okay, so I think we hopped over a bunch of stuff. That's the old sycamore, right? The old sycamore. And what's this, the wine forest? I've been to this location. Let's go ahead and hit that. Let's go ahead and rest. Can we switch out people? Who's doing what? Oh, manage. There we go. Okay, maybe she should be over here. He should be here. Cooking DC is 20, so it'd be... Chance of monsters attacks is decreased for every grand guard shift that begins during the night. She has a -1. She has a... Okay, so boom. Boom. Nope. Nope. Wow, okay, that's actually pretty terrible. We also have special roles. What does maintain armor do? Grants a +1 armor bonus. Okay. So that's the best thing. I'll do that. What does she do? +1 damage, +1, just for every 4. Okay. Probably want an awesome. Okay. And that seems reasonable. So we have a watch. We have someone maintaining our armor. I think that's the best we've got. Okay. So we'll begin rest. Got a -3. Okay, that's good. Lucan suddenly awoke inside a house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far away. It smells like burning. The wooden walls were screaming hot and smoke of withering flames in the low ceiling. Jump out the window. Kicking out the window, Lucan jumped out into the darkness. An arrow hits his shoulders and he hears the laughter and shouts of triumph. He surges forward to a rope bridge, reached in the middle of the river. Lucan cast a glance back and noticed that a young man wearing a antler helmet cut one of the ropes with an axe. The bridge begins to collapse and its ropes twist and snaps. Lucan's skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of water and soft lapping of waves. After opening his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Lucan. The drowned man's mouth opens slowly and hoarse as the whisper says, "Strike, river. Strike, river." And at that moment, Lucan finally awoke, drenched in sweat. He told us that he'd seen in a dream. Okay, and we are healed up. Let's see here. figure out which one's closer. Thorn Fort. Okay. Pretty sure this is the bandit place that they were talking about. Okay.
Forwards.
Oh, we found something. What is this? Ancient Vasconic coin. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's go and grab the mosque.
Without a doubt.
Actually move mic a little bit closer. Might not be able to hear me. Or if you do, it's very, very low. So this should be a lot better. What's this? Scorched fragment of a necklace. What else we got here? A dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees, she squares up her shoulders and clenches her axe. Well, look who's here. Requires good? Easy now. I'm not here to blanket the stolen land with corpses. Lower your weapon. Let's talk. I won't kill anyone who leaves the Stag Lord's service or is willing to help me with find him. So think about it. He is already a leader who... Is he really a leader you're ready to die for? Good guy. Sweet. Fine. I won't cut your throat, for now at least. But I also won't kneel to some restless upstart. Why would you try to make peace? Are you just naturally kind, or have you listened to Selenia? It is hard to believe that it simply might not want unnecessarily bloodshed. No, life hasn't been good to me, Grizzly replies sully. Why should I trust you? Nice. Alright, here's my piece. The Stag Lord has been spending more time keeping an eye on the bottom of his glass than on what's going on around him. If he won't answer an insult from some rust-off crook like Jarmanji, and then you are right. You choose the wrong leader, so go ahead. Do whatever you're going to do. I won't stop you. I won't help you either. And here, give this to Savani. The bandit places a ring in your hand and then leaves. Cool. Perception. What's that information about? You find a stash under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid, you find a small hole. You find a box full of bottles and inspect the description. Wine for the Stag Lord. Don't you dare steal it, fools. I'll make sure you rot. Take the wine. Natural lore, poison the wine. Break the jars and spill the wine. I mean, is poison an evil act? I mean, we're trying to kill him. Just poison it. Poison the wine. Because it's a skill. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. You see a dark-haired man in 45, so his wrinkle on his face makes him look 60 at first sight. He is currently a prisoner, judging by his tabbed hands, his slouch a bit and squinting short-sightedly at the lines as he moves his lips through speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head upwards and he notices you. Praise Israel. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jahad Krafkin. I'm a priest of Israel from Gulf. Those bandits attacked me when I was crossing the river. Said that they wanted to take me to their leader and make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Assyria is meant to help honest people, not robbers. Release them. Help them. Performed a good act. These times to be surprised to meet an honest man, as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I'm exhausted my supplies of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given to me by Israel on my own. How can I search for a temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Orgos trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of Elk, come inform old Jihad. My gratitude will know no bounds. Okay. Written order says as a task, as soon as you're done with the taxes, find an old hut in the ends of mainstream of Thornhoods, bury it in the ground, and Stag Lord wishes. See what it says. Burn, burn. Sweet pancakes. We'll take all that. We'll take all that. Got it. What we got here? Scroll of Doom, silver earrings, shocking grasp. Okay, we'll grab all that as well. We'll try not to murder hobo everyone. Try not to. I think the next point will be the old sycamore. That's my...
I was successful in my search.
Ooh.
Anything is possible.
Please. So what level are we? We are at level 3, I think? Huh. Let's go ahead and do that again.
Anything else?
Passive. Let's be careful here. Stray cart with weapons marks on its side.
That is quite a discovery.
A ring. It just says ring. Okay.
I will guide us.
Okay, I think that's it. Can we check to see if there's anything else? Apparently there's something over here that we missed. I guess. Let's do that again. Right here. Okay, he's right here. I guess we can't talk to him, but there is something here. Right here. Okay. Alright. Potion of Vanish, gold coins, flower.
Our path leads on.
Okay. So we got another quest. I'm thinking that we head towards the Sycamore first and foremost. Logic would dictate that. Snap, crackle, pop. And then there's the Temple of the Elk, right? So let's look around here. See if we can find this Temple of the Elk. That's an abandoned hut. If we go north, we can come back around. Okay, so we'll head north, grab that, head back, come back down. Okay. Or we could just head towards the old sycamore. Let's go ahead and head north. Random encounter. And spells are deadly to the undead, and vice versa.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
You stop right there, Kenneth. Look at this one. Hilly will do. Groups lays her cold and watchful eyes on you. This one, I suppose. I don't like his snout. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic League. Our slaves died, and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now, the one that you will give. What's the technically? One very serious organization of Numberia. People with whom you'd better not fight. Attack! No negotiation was with slavers. Big mistake. Do we have summon animal? Give him something to fight. Bless and yeah, that'll work. Let's do this. Oof. And then let's go ahead and do Bane next. Let's see here, Collins. This is precisely why you should not have resisted the will of the technology. Enough of this comedy. Hide your weapons. I shall take this carry-on. Pray that the rest of you will escape in the same fate. There is no sense of all of us dying. Lay down your arms. I will go with them. Return to for me if you force. We'll fight to the end. Fatal mistake. Someone died? No, just fatigued.
We shall overcome.
You are sorely mistaken.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Stop running away. There we go.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
A warm welcome from the League. Strongland is full of dangers and not just unusual ones like bandits. Okay. Let's see what we got. Everyone gather up. So I used all this healing stuff. We got one more here. Okay, grab that as well. Are we running? Wait, let's go. We could rest. Let's go ahead and begin rest.
Hey, Amiri. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking, if you tear off a halfling's legs, would she be a quarterling?
Okay. Everybody should be fairly healed now.
I will not falter.
Where's our spell books? Yeah, spell books. We need to prepare spells, don't we? Yeah, see? We need more cure wounds. More cure wounds. No spell books. And then she can do it spontaneously. Okay. Let's make sure everybody's got their equipment set up. A heavy shield. Chain shirt. Leather armor. Have we checked out his? He's got chainmail. He's got a heavy shield and a heavy mace. Do we have a masterwork? Masterwork lightweight. So there we go. But that's only a die 6. That's a die 8. And just go ahead and give him a light crossbow. What's this? A great sword. Let's make sure that she's got that. That's fine. Got all of our equipment set up. All of our equipment set up. Ring of Protection. Well, we're going to definitely give that to her. Plus 1 more AC. That'd be pretty good for her. And then just go ahead and head out again. Oh, I see here. We have knowledge world and we have knowledge nature. Just definitely try knowledge nature. And his henchmen of the anonymous Technic League have disappeared into the thick wilderness of mysterious stolen lands, but not so long. Soon we are upon them. First, though, we have to pick up their trail. To do that, we natural lore. Without searching in other ways through simpler work, we follow the trail of the Technical League. Damn. As I've written, the stolen lands are mysterious, covered in thickets, and not just any thickets, but an especially dense one. The henchmen of the ominous Technical League, who we shall recall are insidious, used the particular area for the landscape to cover their trail. They wandered in the forest for a long time, soaking our feet in the swamps, and got scratched all up by wild raspberries, but at last we found their camp. Okay, so their camp. Characters are fatigued. Yes. We'll rest. Man, we're doing good on rations. So you can go that way. Now let's hit this place. Abandoned hut. Go ahead and enter this place. Oh, what is this?
I will not falter.
I am currently blind. That's not good. You there, please follow me. Okay.
I will see this through.
Father, please look for the herbs as you asked, just as we went to. Silence! You forget the rules. You speak when I say to. But Father, 3 times. Enough. I can't. Enough. Okay.
I was successful in my search.
Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power. Or maybe you'd like try some acid. I am not yours to command, not yours toy. Looks like the Stag Lord killed him? Killed his own father? Not your son. I won't kill you. Your powers will be used for me. But for now... Is that the druid? That might be the druid. His father's the druid.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
It seems that only you can see and hear the nymph.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
I had a strange vision, a young man and an old druid who tormented him. Then they exchanged roles.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
Tell me about yourself. I'd like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing, soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. Plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers. Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Would you be willing to share the details of your story about these evil powers in Enchanted Forest and monsters?
One day, perhaps. Perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep.
True.
The Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
I'll return later. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
Okay. So, we need to find something that belongs to the Druid. Found something. Go ahead and click that. Click that.
I see something.
Without a doubt.
Went to the old Temple of Elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place like our souls. Once again, the Temple of the Elk has been mentioned again.
You come again. Did you find something?
I found a druid's notes. They mentioned the Temple of the Elk. Can this help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
I have a clear goal, and I'll continue my journey. There's a wolf in here.
I will guide us.
Blood for Gorham!
Ferocious wolf. Skin, and we got wolf spelt. Nice. Collect all. Okay, is there anything else we can do here? So we can head out. Interesting. So we have an ally, and that was twice that the Temple of the Elk has been mentioned. But we actually have a location now, right? Abandoned huts. Thorn forts. Ancient tomb. Temple of the Elk right there. And we've got the encampment right there. Let's go back. Yeah, let's head back. Because I think our character's blind, right? Yeah, he's permanently blind. Let's go ahead and fight this. More random counters are always good. More random cannibal Dollars are always good. Allows us to level up.
Forwards.
Okay. What's the random encounter? Did we miss something?
Without a doubt.
Did we miss something? Oh, here we are. Oh, bandits. Okay. A single bandit? That was it?
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Oh, there we go. Summon dog. Find favor like crossbow.
I will guide us.
I guess it was an ambush, but it didn't work out. I don't know. I guess that was a survivor. Okay. That's amusing right there. That's amusing. Sure, we'll accept that. Nice. Cool. What is this? Let's go ahead and head back. Yep, there we go. And we need to turn in the key. Not the key, but the ring. We have to turn in the ring. I'm trying to think of what else we gotta do here. Definitely heal up. Listen here, well, since you've dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig. We're talking about the vicious boar, big as a bear and wicked as a devil. The locals call him the tusk gutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Varkel Brinson found his lair and went to kill the beast. He came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but it looks like there aren't many heroes around bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Hey, we're better than local wussies, right? Well, I bet I can chop off its tusk cutter's snout with a single swipe. Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill tusk cutter. Looks like a personal thing. And we need to talk to her. Here's your ring, so he gave it to me. I've even managed to convince her not to fight me. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her, because it wasn't her real name. Her real name is Arena. Before all this, was the daughter of my mother and her second husband and half-sister. I can't help but feel that, like everything that's happened to her, it was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She wandered the streets hanging out with the bad crowd until the day she passed. Mother complained about Arenia's constant. Back then it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Ristolf. Her father didn't live much longer than her mother, so I decided to try and help Arena. I brought her here to the Stonelands, though Oleg was against it, and once here she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. Stories and rumors of the local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually she ran away, only to return under a new name and a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse is the participation in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Nice. Okay. Anything else? Courage to establish a trading post. I'll have to go. Let's go ahead and rest up here. Nice. Yeah. Rest. And let's see if this works. See if this blindness is removed. Damn. How do I get this blindness removed? Remove blindness? I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Was there any other quests or munitions? We sell junk. Junk that we're not currently using. Silver ring, topaz ring, garnet ring, silver chain, bone necklace, heavy shield, scale mail, the grain of us, heavy shield. We'll keep our heavy shields. Sell the scale mail, leather, right. I don't know what that is. It seems like it's 2-4 dagger. It's a one-handed weapon. It's exotic proficiency, so we'll keep that. Masterwork longbow is pretty nice. Okay. Then we have lost notes, wolf pelts, fine favor, tenderloin. Token of the Dryad. Scroll of Doom. Do we have a scroll of Remove Blindness? Afflict. Summon Monster. Scroll of Doom. Shocking Grasp. Will of Enfeeblement. Corrosive Touch. Potion of Vanish. I don't think we're going to need that. Maybe? Maybe. We'll keep him. See if he's got a potion. Let's talk about something else. Show me what you have. Potions. We're looking for cure, remove blindness. Boom. Right here. Oh my god. Look at that cost. How much is it? No way. Look how expensive that is. That's super freaking expensive. I have that much coin. We'll just continue with our nerf character. It's okay. That's expensive as The good news is that if we have blindness, we're immune to blindness. So that's good? Question mark. Accept. That's crazy. That's That's 500 some odd things. Nah, we'll just wait until I think it's 3rd level. Might be further. It might be 6th level. Who knows? What's this? Oh, okay. And then do we have another thing? Oh, right here. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Going. There we go.
Would be welcome.
After this, we'll probably call it. Give it a break, maybe.
Forwards.
What's this? 5 coins crossing river. What is that? Corpse face is bloated from being so long in the river. The stench of its toothless mouth is so foul your eyes begin to water. A hand, clenched and sinister-looking spear, is covered with scabs. Suddenly you feel faint. It is cold, wet hand placed on top of your head. Wet hair, thick. There you are. So it was you who sent me those nightmares? Gurgling, deep chest laughter pierces things, clouding your vision, flooding your ears. All else becomes muffled. As you are trapped underwater, you shake your head to cast off the... Who are you? Devon Nettle. Storm and bright flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person was a living man. Came here from Devority, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day, sunbeams swarm around cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge and wearing an antler helm. A stag lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, and a glint of unsheathed swords. Suddenly the stag lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house unleashes his hounds. What do you want from me? You see a vision of the man wearing an antler helm. You hear muffled groans, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Hands are covered in hot blood. Too much blood. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something when you were going to do it anyway? It makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. Very well. I will met your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. Dramon, who's been sitting motionlessly, nods. Come later, take the spear. Okay. So yeah, our plan was to kill... I mean, he seems like an asshole to begin with. Killing everybody. So that makes sense.
Without a doubt.
I guess we can't cross the bridge.
I was successful in my search.
The end draws near.
Did we find something? Something was found. What was found? What was found? Let's see. Right here in the corner. Okay. Right here. Ancient's coin. I don't know what that means.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Okay, let's go ahead and head out. Alright. So I think the next place that we're going to hit will be the... Was it the Old Sycamore? We'll accept and rest. Excellent. Trail in the hills, okay. Perfect. Alright, this is a great place to stop. The Old Sycamore, do you want to enter this location? We will in the next video, alright? See you folks then. Bye.